Tim and Joel on Nova.
All right, let's talk about drinking on planes.
It's one of my favourite. It's one of my favourite things to do. Obviously, responsibly, yada yada yada,
etc.
etc.
I told you what my brother said. My brother, who's a pilot, said in our lifetime, drinking will be banned on flights.
That makes
Really?
complete sense.
Because he said it's so the things that they have to deal with up there that we don't even know.
True.
I have a feeling they'll allow it in business class because you pay for that. But I feel
one
like
day.
Shut up, Joel.
I told you the one when I
one day
when I started accruing a lot of frequent flyer points, and when I was really young, and I upgraded myself from Perth back to Melbourne via Sydney, I got really into the onboard beverages, and I ended up writing out my lasagna recipe on the back of a napkin for the flight attendant. We had never once discussed lasagna. We hadn't even interacted on the plane, and as I walked off, I handed this stranger my lasagna recipe.
Amazing. World famous.
World famous.
13, 24, 10, drinking in the air, got Felicity, Alicia and Sean ready to rock. But what do you got for us?
Well, I just have they're basically Tim Factwells about drinking on a plane and some of the rules and regulations around it. You may know some of these, you may not.
It makes you a bit woo, doesn't it?
It does. The first point is your body absorbs alcohol faster in the air, so it hits you much quicker. Something to do with the altitude and oxygen and cabin pressure, blah,
It's a bit like how you can never smell farts up there, or so you think.
That's not true, because I sat next to you on a plane a lot.
I don't fart on planes.
Don't you?
I have once or twice.
See?
I like our plane.
Once or twice.
I do enjoy our plane configuration. It's you two and then I just sit with the boss.
Of course.
Yeah.
That is fun, actually.
Of course,
Yeah,
of
we
course.
read our
Flight.
books.
So one drink on a flight basically equals 2 on the ground. Hey?
Good to know.
Good to know, just so we all know
What
when
does
we
4
land.
on the ground equal?
The cabin pressure can dull your taste buds. So something like champagne or a nice wine or something like that, it may taste like your champagne might taste flat.
Oh, is that also
Yeah.
why they serve a lot of spicy food on the plane? Because it's a way to get flavour.
Pungent flavours. They also like doing that with cocktails. They like giving you maybe a cocktail that's just a little more punchy, a little more flavoursome rather than just, a soft,
Moscow
pretty
Mule.
one. Yes, and lots of people like Bloody Marys on a plane because there's something about the umami of the tomato juice that really cuts through and people enjoy it, even if you don't like it on the ground.
I love a Bloody Mary.
Don't say it in the mirror 3 times, though. She'll appear.
Remember I made myself that Bloody Mary with the bacon in it and the olives in the lounge?
Oh, you did too? Oh, my God.
Yum.
Yeah, that looked good. That looked good. Whatever I ate at that lounge was really spicy. I got a lot of heartburn after that.
That's cool.
You are not, when you're on a plane drinking, you're not legally drinking in any country. So if you're flying over a country, you're not drinking in that country.
Does that mean an 18 or 19-year-old American can get lit up there?
Oh, yes.
Because you're not allowed to get drunk or drink until you're 21.
The alcohol laws follow the airline's country of registration. So if it's not an American plane,
So if you're...
that's probably true. If it's not...
Lufthansa, for instance,
Yes.
go hard, Americans.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, so if you're like an 18-year-old leaving LA but on a Qantas flight, can you drink?
And in Germany, I think the drinking age is 16, correct me if I'm wrong. So, I mean, imagine being a 16-year-old American on Lufthansa.
Amazing.
Woo, look out.
Amazing. Tim,
Lufty.
this one's for you.
Oh, yep.
Flight attendants can legally refuse to serve you alcohol, even in first class. I've put Tim next
She
to
knows
that.
she likes to do little anecdotes.
No, because remember
Flight
that
attendants
time
can also legally refuse your phone number.
remember that time you got refused when we were flying to Perth?
No?
I remember
Too
because
chatty?
you came to my show
A bit
that
too
night.
chatty. Yes, we landed and we were, whoa. We
What was your
had
favourite part?
400 on the
Is that
plane.
the
So
way-
imagine what that is.
Is that the trip
down
where I
on
just
the ground.
pushed my bag at the,
Yes.
the hotel person because I didn't want to check in?
Yes, and the reason is if you're too chatty and too tipsy, the crew are trained to spot early signs of intoxication and will cut you off, Tim Blackwell.
Well, that is not true because I was flying to Vegas to LA once, not with you guys, and there was a lady
rude.
who could not walk, and it's off her chops.
Yeah.
And the TSA person just, yep, off you go, on you get.
Yeah.
I'm like, pardon, she literally is legless.
Yeah.
Like, literally legless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just having a good time.
Felicity, let's talk drinking in the air. What do you got
Hi,
for
Flick.
us?
Well, it was like a teleportation device for my friends and I. We started drinking at the airport and continued drinking on the plane to Hong Kong. There was 4 of us all up, and we ended up passing out because we just drank
dear.
too much. and then woke up and we were in Hong Kong.
Oh my gosh. Felicity.
A little bit honkinese.
I know, Cathay specific.
That's good.
So stupid. What are you doing?
I was going to shake your hand.
Thank you.
That was
Yeah,
so
thank you very
good.
much.
Put that in your notes for your next
Yeah,
job.
never won any awards for my comedy, but I've got
How
no-
dare they?
Hey, that's all good. You win the hearts of us and the laughs of us.
Yeah.
True.
You win
Yeah.
our hearts and laughs.
Oh, that's nice. Hearts of the nation.
Alicia, drinking in the air. What do you got?
Hi, guys. So my husband and I were travelling overseas, and he doesn't like to travel far, so he wanted to
Does he?
sleep and was ordering double Baileys on the rocks.
Oh, yeah, that's a plain
And-
drink. That's such a plain drink.
Yeah, so then after about 4 of them, the flight attendant cut him off. But he's quite a large guy, so he wasn't, it takes a lot to get him to feel refreshed. So he was feeling perfectly fine and was quite confused as to why he was cut off. But
Wait, so
we just had a laugh.
They cut him off because they thought that he'd had enough, but not because he was showing any signs of being drunk.
Yes. Yeah,
How
exactly.
dare
So, so we were just trying to get our money's worth, but oh well,
Totally.
Yeah.
Or if you're a larger lady or gentleman, sometimes it takes a few more to, really cut
Bailey's
mustard.
Bailey's
Like a
on the
fridge.
rocks too.
Yes.
Is wonderful.
And also, if you're piss fit. It takes a
Sean.
few extra.
Sean,
Yeah. Hey, our whole plane got cut off.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What did
it
you
was like
do?
it was a Jetstar flight to Bali, and you guys all know that's like an RSL in the sky.
I am shocked by that.
Yeah.
Jet started Bali. Even the pilots have to do rock, paper, scissors for that one.
It was so rough, and it was a bit my fault. I ripped open my duty free that I was supposed to keep in my bag because we were on the tarmac for a good 2 hours or something. So I asked the lady for some Coca-Colas, and I kept filling up the Coca-Colas with rum and sharing it around. And then she
generous.
allowed us to have beers. And then about 3 hours into the flight, the captain comes on the thing saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to announce, but we are out of alcohol on this flight." And I don't know if we were out of alcohol, but I think he just wanted to cut the whole plane off at that point.
That happened on a
Amazing.
flight to Splendor once. I was sitting next to Craig Nichols, the lead singer of The Vines.
Oh,
And
yes.
as we were taking off Sydney to Ballina, they said this is a dry flight, and because it was literally full of media and musos and everything, and they went berserk.
Oh, and the media are worse than the musos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that happened with our late great friend Michael Gudinski on a flight with Richard Wilkins from Sydney to LA once, and they drank them out of vodka.
Amazing.
A 747.
Jesus.
747. Whoa.
Ricki Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova.